Hello, 99 Girlfriends, and welcome to Project Lemonade. We are an organization on a mission to help young people in foster care thrive. Since 2012, we have empowered 18,000 young women in our region, and we're reaching out to you to join us. Young women in foster care are especially at risk for experiencing violence, homelessness, and poverty. We're walking alongside young women in foster care as they transition from teenagers into adulthood, and it's a key driver for success. I'd love for you to hear directly from some young women who are a part of the Project Lemonade community.
Going to home throughout my childhood, that wasn't always easy. There were some times that I didn't have clothes, I didn't have a shower, I didn't have a warm meal. I was trying to do whatever I could to get by as a kid.
I had lived with my grandparents for a really long time, but the court made me go live with my mom. Living with my mom wasn't necessarily a choice I had.
All these kids going into shelters and hotels and streets and broken down homes. There's not one kid that gets to choose whether they get to go into foster care or not. You're out of an abusive situation, but that's not even something that you should have to weigh out. No one wants to be in it. I had a caseworker who put me in a shelter 5 hours away without telling me he was gonna put me in a shelter. I always told my teachers, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be in class tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be in a different county tomorrow.
School was always my safe place growing up because my home life wasn't the best. My mom struggled with mental illness. She's bipolar schizophrenic and she had not been taking her meds, so she was not doing so hot. I was the one that said to my principal that something was going on, and then CPS was called.
Being the older sister, I've always just wanted to be a good example for my siblings, and it was hard to do that when I had to drop out of 8th grade to take care of them once our mother abandoned us. I told myself I hated school because I was in the foster care system and because I didn't have support. And then when I got introduced to Project Lemonade, I was like, oh wow, there's a place for foster kids? That's pretty cool. You can come here and be supported.
I had a caseworker and she was like, hey, there's this thing that's called Project Lemonade. And then I walk in, I'm like, there are so many things here, oh my goodness. And I ran to the stuffed animals.
These are good because I just love these types of books. Project Lemonade, it's just a great place. It's just amazing.
Project Lemonade serves foster youth from kindergarten all the way through college, from funding youth activities, sports, and wishes, to investments in teen education and career prep, to a store that's completely free. Their mission is to build self-esteem and confidence. I used to not be so confident. Then I found out about the internship opportunity and I got hired.
I was a level 1 intern, so I just helped out in the retail store. I stocked stuff, I checked people out. It was a really good experience. I loved it.
It was my first real job where I could get some real world experience, also with people who understand where I've came from.
I'm gonna wear this on the first day of school.
As much as there are some holes in the system, there are also the gap fillers that are there for you.
I got the Fill the Gap scholarship through Project Lemonade. Being able to have one that you can specifically select, hey, I feel like I'm covered in tuition, but I need more assistance in housing. I feel like that helped a lot because there's a lot more flexibility.
The Fill the Gap scholarship has been really helpful for me, especially because it's an expenses scholarship. This scholarship executed that fear of how am I going to pay for this, and do I have to take out a loan for expenses even though I have a full ride scholarship.
It's much easier to be able to focus on my classes and work really hard to get good grades.
I missed out on a lot of my years as a child by always being so stressed out and scared all the time about where I'm gonna get my next meal or where I'm gonna sleep. Now that I have a more stable life at my university, I can really just focus on my opportunities and experiences.
A few years ago, I did not think that I was gonna be here at all. And now I'm here and I'm going to college.
I'm gonna be a sophomore at Western Oregon University. I'm gonna be a biology major on a pre-dental track. I'm just really excited to get out of my shell, meet new people.
I'm gonna be a sophomore at the University of Oregon this year. I feel very hopeful for my future and what I have to bring to this world.
The acronym I have for HOPE is Hold On, Pain Ends. If you keep trying to move forward, it can get so much better.
As you can see, our programs are helping young women build economic power through a paid job training program, ongoing mentorship that lasts from ages 14 to 24, and financial supports for educational and career advancement. Young women with experience in foster care have so much promise, and every day we celebrate their resilience and strength. Our greatest hope is that no young person has to walk alone and that every young woman in our community can thrive. This is the opportunity that we have together. Thank you for learning more about Project Lemonade and for showing up for young women in our community.